Welcome back with another in between episode of the Jam and Nacho show. Nach, let's just go ahead and get into it. So,
Let's
this
get it.
question I have for you and our listeners and our viewers out there: would you rather give up social media or eat the same three meals for the rest of your life?
You know my answer.
Yeah, we already spoke about this one. Fuck social media. Fuck it.
And I love the days where my mind doesn't automatically go to social media. I try to do that whole don't look at your phone for the first hour when you wake up type of
Hmm.
thing.
Yeah,
It's so crazy how addictive social media is. Like
it is.
you jump on. I had to get rid of a few of them. Well, I'm glad. I forgot my password for Snapchat, so that just dropped me off of that one. So I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna fight it. I'm not gonna make a new one. It is what it is. So I dropped Snapchat. But yeah, 3 meals a day. I love cooking. I probably yeah no. We got to get rid of social media. That's just
Absolutely.
facts. Facts. And social media is just so it's tearing up society right now. Kids are having problems. It's crazy how many times I see people that are like young, 12, 10, that were bullied on social media and then they go and commit suicide. And I'm like, what
Hmm.
the heck, dude? You guys are
Hmm.
young.
Yep.
And you're talking about your life is hard. Like,
Yep.
that's that weakness that social media has created in the bully in the and people behind keyboards, the trolls. I love it. It's just crazy how bad it is for society. So yeah, that
I
would be me. What about
yeah.
you?
I'm the same with you. Fuck social media. Like I know social media you and I need for our platform, but if we could just post our shit and not have to worry about anything else, I'm cool with that. And also, I fucking love food. I can't have the same three meals for the rest of my life. Like, man, I love food way too much, and I've been watching too many Korean street food videos on some ASMR shit. I That's the only ASMR stuff that I watch. I don't watch the other shit about people eating. I just want to see people cook. Like the other day, I watched somebody make ratatouille, which was fucking amazing. And then I also
Yeah,
watched someone who made apple pie from scratch, was fucking amazing. And to see that stuff and to actually have that in front of me, where I have my fork, spoon, and knife, and I'm eating, I can't give up food. I can't give up three meals.
Hmm.
I can't eat three meals for the rest of my life. Social media, fuck it. Like, it's not going to make me live. Food is my life. I love food. Like, social media is not my life, but like you said, Notch, we get into this routine of being addicted to social media where we're constantly scrolling, and then 2 hours have passed, and I'm like, oh shit, I still got laundry in the fucking dryer and the washer. Like, social media takes this mental psyche away from us. And like you said as well, a lot of these kids that grew up in this age of social media is what they know, or technology is what they know, they're taking their own lives because they don't have coping skills. That's
Yeah.
why they're taking their lives, is because they don't have coping skills. And that's one of the practices that is practiced where I work. I work at a mental institute. I won't name the name of it, but there are things in place for people to actually have coping skills from the external things that are beating down on them on their lives that they don't know how to react to. And a lot of
Yeah.
people, they don't, they just don't know how to do things from day to day. Like you and I, we talk about cabin fever. We had to go to professionals and experts to manage our cabin fever, aka anxiety, and then we also had to do more education on the internet, like the gentleman you said last episode about the sounds and the singing bowls, the Tibetan bowls and stuff like that. I've actually started listening to those, and I'm like,
I love it. I
this is
love those.
amazing because you don't have someone talking to you like, breathe, do this, do that. Like,
Yeah.
it's a good thing to actually hear just sounds, like the ethereal sounds, and this whole synesthesia, like Pharrell and
Yep.
Tyler the Creator do, like seeing sounds and shit like that. Like, that stuff is so much more therapeutic than actually speaking sometimes. Like, and I know, like, when Nach and I speak with each other, we like to, it's more of a rant, or we're just, something's under our skin and we're just trying to exude what's irking us, like speaking with family members and things like that. That's what you need to get that off. But when you're alone, have music that makes you calm and brings you to this outer body world, to where you don't have to think about someone's voice talking to you. And
Yeah.
there's a good song that I have on Apple Music. Erica used this for our last two babies when they were born. His name is Peter, and the song is called Flying. I'll actually put that within the description of this episode below. And I think it's like a 16-minute song. There are no vocals at all. It's just music to focus
Hmm.
on. And it's just to focus on your body and things like that. So yeah, so fuck social media. We're all about self-care. We're all about self-realization and self-medicating for things that are better for your life and for your soul. So I'm with you there, Notch. Fuck social
What was
media.
nice about what you just said about us is you and I, we need this for our platform. At the same time, I can tell you straight up, if platforms didn't exist, T and I would still try to figure out how to get our
Yeah,
voice
we
out there.
would.
Because I
We
was
would.
even thinking about it as like, man, we should just do this on AM or FM radio and make it like
Oh.
old school and bring that stuff back. Not like I think it'd be so cool to have that AM type of tone where it sounds like Art Bell and all those ones that we
Mm-hmm.
we
George
talked about.
Nori. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I thought that would be cool
Absolutely.
to bring back and stuff, but we really don't need social media
We don't.
except to reach out to you, the listeners and stuff.
That's the
So you
only
did hit
thing.
it on a point that we still need social media at the same time. We need it in increments and take care of yourself while you do it because it's not only the mental health, it's physical too. I don't know how many times working with electronics things would change because people's physical state, their eyes and stuff like that. They would be like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, we implemented this new screen that understands when your eyes are stressed, it's going to dim it, or blue light, and start wearing these yellow tinted or orange tinted glasses to help with all that stuff. I mean, I
That's
could
because we're
tell.
too addicted. That's why
Yeah,
we're too addicted.
yeah, and it's just crazy how I can't. It's similar to the way I think of like what are those things, jewels or vapes? At what point during our timeline do we start seeing the real effects of full social media and full
Right.
vapes and all that stuff? Because we
Long
don't know.
term.
We've
Yep.
never had
Long
like
term.
that long term.
Mm-hmm.
So, but
Yep.
I do have a question because it is in the question. So we both know, fuck social media. We could live without it. You could if it all shut down tomorrow, I'd be fucking parading in the streets head to that's just me. I mean, like, yeah, you guys know how to learn how to knock on doors, call me up on a old school telephone or whatever, even call the
Right.
cell phone, like just to
Right.
talk. If you had to pick three meals, though, what would your three meals be? If you had to, if they
So
just
we're
said to you, "This is it. You only get three meals for the rest of your life." I know mine.
so when I was thinking of this, I was watching the Platform 1 and the Platform 2. Have you
Yeah,
watched those two movies?
I've seen the first one, not the second one.
The number two, okay. So if you guys haven't watched the Platform 1 or 2, it's basically a premise of you get to pick one item that you bring with you and one item of food that you could eat every day. And I thought about this. Um, Within that scenario of the platform, the the two items I would bring would be my music with some form of headphones. That would be my everyday thing that I have while I'm in the platform. And the food that I would have would be 5 to 10 oranges, because
Okay.
oranges are a source of vitamin C.
Yeah.
They can quench your thirst, and they could be used as a weapon. So if you haven't watched the
This
show,
motherfucker's throwing
that's
oranges.
that's why I said that. But with Nacho's question of the three meals,
Yeah, I just want the three foods because if it was the platform type of situation, Mine would again be similar to yours, and
Is yeah,
easy.
yeah.
And then
Um,
to live off of some type of food, I know honey is like you could live off of honey, and
yes,
honey is very very good for the body.
yes,
So,
yes.
but we need three foods.
So are we talking about three foods or three meals?
I'll give you my three because
Let me hear
I thought
yours.
about
Yeah,
this.
let me
So
hear yours for
I
context.
cannot. I would need some kind of Mexican dish, and my number one Mexican dish that I absolutely have to have is red chicken enchiladas.
Okay,
I would have
okay,
to have
okay,
red chicken cheese enchiladas. My
okay.
second one would have to be ceviche, shrimp scallop
Ceviche.
ceviche. So I get my fruits and vegetables there, and then I need one sweet. I'm not big on sweets, but if I had to pick those three and live off of them, it'd have to be Dole pineapple ice cream.
Mm,
That
okay.
way I could turn that into a shake, it turn it into a drink. But yeah, those three would be the main ones, right?
Hmm.
Enchilada, ceviche, Dole, ice cream.
See, for me, I love breakfast, so it has to be eggs and let's go avocado toast for breakfast. My lunch meal would have to be a burger, and my dinner would have to be salmon and asparagus. Those
Okay.
would be my three meals that I could
So
eat for the
you're
rest
doing
of my
the
life.
mills per
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. For the
Okay.
rest of my life, I could do those.
So you're doing mills. See, and that kind of could fall into mine, except for breakfast part. I could do the ceviche for lunch, enchiladas for dinner. Breakfast though, ooh,
Mm-hmm.
probably I don't know, because eggs are good for you.
They're so good for you.
Probably like some type of omelet that just had a lot of veggies, because I love veggies.
Okay, okay.
If I had to do breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but if they're just like three meals, you get to pick. This is it. Ceviche, enchiladas. Dude, I love Dole Whip ice cream.
You've been to Disneyland way too much.
Oh, it's not even that. You can get those at all the Hawaiian restaurants, or
True, true,
yeah, they're everywhere.
true.
Add a little rum to it. Oh man. And yes, it was at Disney World. I didn't know Disneyland had it. That's crazy.
They do. Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's because Disneyland is no
See, and
bueno.
so I have five facts of different food sources since we're on this topic of choosing food or social media. So these five are all about the food. So the first one, I know you know this one though, Notch. Our listeners, if you don't, Google these that I'm going to speak on. Lobster was served to prisoners,
Mhm.
considered a poor man's protein, also fed to slaves, pigs, children, and goats. That's hella expensive nowadays. And they were feeding lobster to fucking peasants and livestock? That's
Think
crazy to me. So, what happened to that
with the
culture?
lobster. Think of lobster too. What lobster is? It's pretty much a bottom
It's
feeder.
a bottom feeder,
It's
it's a
basically the
spider.
cockroach of the sea,
Yes,
and
cockroach of the sea.
they run in the same bloodline. The
Hmm.
shrimp, lobsters, cockroaches, and all that stuff. So
But Notch is
it's
so bomb.
oh, I love
As to why
lobster.
you have ceviche. You got shrimp in your ceviche. Like, come
Sh-
on.
sh- shrimp and scallops in my ceviche.
Fucking amazing. Okay,
I
so what
lived
about
off
this one?
that.
Yeah, Erica made some the other day, and I was pigging out. I had fucking tostadas and shit. Oh, I was grubbing. My stomach was so damn full. Ugh. So what about this one? Are you familiar with Ratatouille? Not the
Hmm.
movie, but the dish that they cooked in
Yeah.
Ratatouille.
Hmm.
Ratatouille was considered also a poor man's meal due to women would have to make the dish because they had more veggies that they had in their storage to cook, and
Yeah.
now it's considered a beloved dish prepared by top chefs in fine restaurants. I want to
Yeah,
make
that makes sense.
I want to make ratatouille for Thanksgiving this year, as far as just an
For
appetizer,
Thanksgiving, wow.
just for appetizer, because
Okay.
you need to eat so much vegetables to feel full. So if you make it as an appetizer dish, you can hold your satiation
Yeah.
before the meal happens. Yeah. Yep. So I want to do ratatouille this year. I got three more. Salmon was also considered as a poor man's food at one time because of the abundance of fish within the rivers. Now it's on pretty much every single menu that you go to a restaurant in, and it's not that expensive. Caviar was also considered as a poor man's food at one time, and now it costs $50 to $70 an ounce.
So ridiculous with caviar.
It's
That goes
crazy.
back to that question that we talked about in the episode. Who was the first man that said, "I'm gonna eat them fish eggs"?
I'm gonna eat some fish eggs.
Them
He was probably
shits look
down and
good.
out.
Them shits look good. Sturgeon. I'm gonna eat some sturgeon fish eggs.
Let me scoop all this shit out because this looks so good. Let me put this on some
Them bears be
crackers.
eating them. I'll be eating them. But like,
Mm-hmm.
no,
Yeah,
bro.
exactly. $50 to $75 an ounce is crazy. So the
Have you ever had
last one,
caviar?
I've never had
It's
caviar.
I don't know. I'm not big on fish. I'm not big on fishy fish. I love like flounder and swordfish and stuff like that.
Okay.
But caviar to me is just like popping little fish taste. It tastes
Boba.
like nasty
Fish
fish.
boba.
Yeah,
Fishy
it's
boba.
gross.
Blech.
I don't know
That
how
makes
people
me.
eat it.
That's too pretentious for my taste. No, I'm good. I've had red snapper. Red snapper's bomb.
Oh yeah, snapper is
Yeah,
definitely
red
delicious.
snapper's bomb. So this last one, truffles.
Oh,
Truffles
I
go
love
for.
truffles.
I've never had an authentic truffle. Well, okay, let me take that back. When Eric and I went to Gordon Ramsay's burger restaurant, he made some fire truffle oil French fries, and I was in heaven. Oh, those were fire. Oh,
Truffles have that earthy
it's
taste.
yeah,
So
it's different.
there's two things. They make a hot sauce called truff, and it's hot. It's got the hot sauce flavor, but it has that truffle, so it's very strong, earthy.
Mm, mm.
But Better Goods, which is Walmart's like higher, I don't know if it's Walmart's higher end, but the last time I went to Walmart, I saw that they had like honey butter and they had herb butter, but then they also had truffle butter. And I
Okay.
was just like, ooh, I gotta try this. Oh man, T, for
Mm.
like $3 for, I mean, it's a little, I mean, it's a tiny bit. 'Cause truffle's
Yeah,
expensive,
yeah. Truffle's
but oh,
expensive.
I love the earthy taste of truffle.
And as you said, that truffles are expensive. Truffles go for $5 to $300 an ounce because they're so rare. Basically,
Hmm.
truffles are fungus, but high quality and edible fungus, and they're considered delicacies.
Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
actually have a friend that used to work with me, and she goes around the United States based off of the time of the year, and she collects herbs and mushrooms in the wild and sells
Mm,
them to restaurants in the area. That's
mm.
how she lives. She lives off the earth. She just drives around, lives in her car with her dog, and collects mushrooms and sells them. She makes a living. She says it's really good money. It's like
That's
cool.
crazy. Yeah, that's where I'm at when it comes to it. Fuck social media. At the end of the day, like Notch and I, we love food. We want to enjoy the fruits of every country or taste bud that we have. Like social media, it will only get you so far, but food is life. Food is life. So
Definitely
fuck,
is.
social media is not life. So everybody that thinks that social media is, you're a slave to the gram, you're a slave to the tweet, you're a slave to the Facebook, you're a slave to the Snapchat. Like, don't be a slave to that because all that shit is temporary. It's going to be here today and gone tomorrow.
Yep.
Food is eternal. Oh, food is eternal. I've even seen individuals who do like bodybuilding and stuff, and they have to eat the same fucking meals a day, and they're not like gourmet meals. They're your basic chicken and rice, chicken and
Yeah, chicken
and,
and
and
rice.
rice.
Yep.
And every time they open up the Tupperware, they do this big sigh. Like this shit again. Like my wife don't know how to cook. Like like this shit again. Oh no, rice again. Sorry, that it's a joke I've heard from other people, but it's like it. Food is life. Like Give yourself variety, just like life. Give yourself variety in life. We can't continuously scroll with the bullshit that's going on. And we're going to talk about this on the full episode on the things that get under Notch and my skin. But for now, social media is not life. Food is life. Remember
You
that.
know, it is life, and I love that right there. One of the biggest things with food too is any food could change if you understand herbs and spices.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
absolutely don't understand why people are like,
Absolutely.
I need so much salt, so much salt.
You don't need
Salt
that.
overtakes the
Mm-hmm.
palate. Use
Yep.
herbs and different spices
Yep.
and stuff like that. I put
Yep.
so much different herbs and spices when I bake or when I cook and stuff, and it's just so much better. And I've learned that over the years. When I was younger, I used a lot of garlic salt, salt, and pepper, or
Mm-hmm.
seasoning salt, and that was it.
Okay.
That's how I
Okay.
cooked. And
Okay.
people are their palates are so used to it,
It's
especially
different. Yeah.
like the our grandparents. That's all they used. And now, now that I explored and I love herbs, just so many different things out
Mm-hmm.
there. And that's where
Mm-hmm.
you're like chicken and rice. You don't have to get you get all that stuff if you learned how to eat correctly and right,
Right.
and you
Right.
can get all that stuff from your veggies
Mm-hmm.
and change it up with some fish and turkey and stuff. Like, I mean, you know me, T. I
Yeah.
eat everything
Absolutely.
but pork.
Yep.
Pork. I eat my
Mm-hmm.
reds in increments, like twice a month and stuff like that.
Okay.
And I've explored very wide array of fish and seafoods and vegetables, and it's good for you. It's a
Mm-hmm.
healthy living.
But seeing a lot of individuals didn't grow up like us. Like you and I, we wanted to go to culinary school.
Yeah,
We wanted to open up a restaurant. Like we love food that we wanted to learn more. And that's as to why when you and I step in the kitchen, it's something different. We're not just cooking. Like we take our time. And like I see a lot of individuals, like especially their grandmothers, we witness this. They want to feed the family, and then they cook so much, or they're in the kitchen so much that they're just like, I'll eat when I want to, and then they eat something
yeah,
little because like they're not in it for the passion. They're in it for feeding a family
yeah.
because
The
their
survival.
family is hungry. It's survival tactics. And
Yeah,
I kind of see that with E, like when she cooks, like she's getting better at it too, but she I've even fucked with her on it and like you don't have the passion, the connection to the food, and she's like, "Fuck you, motherfucker! You motherfuckers are hungry." I'm like, I get it, but like when I'm in the kitchen, I'm like, I know my babies are hungry. I know my wife is hungry. Like I know I'm hungry too, but I'm gonna take my time. Like I'm gonna sip this roux. Like okay, what does it need? I'm gonna sip this soup. Like I'm gonna taste the
yeah.
meat. I'm gonna taste this. Like I want it to be good because I'm presenting a good meal. So maybe it will put something in the psyche like, that was a good meal. Can we have that again? Can we make that again? Instead, when it's so rushed, it's like, oh, chicken and rice again, chicken and broccoli, this, that. Like, it's an emotional aspect too with
It
the
also
food.
satisfies you as
It's
well.
satisfying, yes.
You want to see their smile on their face and stuff like
Absolutely,
that. You want to see them
absolutely.
happy and go, "Wow, that was really delicious,"
Mm-hmm.
compared to like,
Yeah.
tastes like something that came out of a can. So
Order
I get what you're
pizza
saying.
next time.
Yeah, kids are a little rough, but at the same time,
Kids.
yeah,
Exactly. So that's what I mean. Like, and to add to that too, a lot of the younger generations, they don't know how to cook. But shout out to Food Got Me Wasted. That girl can cook. Shout out to Notch. Notch put me on to her. That girl can cook. I was watching a couple of her videos today and I was like, this girl is in her bag. Like she's changing the game when it comes to cooking. And even the shorty, what's her name? Uh Cutie Sandwich Cutie Cat, where she's like, "Hey, you want me to make you a sandwich?" That girl
oh
be
yeah.
making some sandwiches. I'm like, I want to come home for a sandwich like that. I want one of them sandwiches in my lunch when I go to work.
Yeah, I've seen that one, but that food got me wasted. That girl's talented, talented.
She's
She
so
moved to New
talented.
York, and then she's meeting all these celebrities that follow her. She just met
I
Snoop
know.
Dogg. The
I
very
just
next
seen
day, she
Leon
blew up.
Bridges was in one of her videos.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
crazy. So
See,
it's
and Food. Nacho and I love food. So fuck social media and add more food to your palate.
That's it. That is it. Or
So
you're
we
stuck
going
with three.
oh, you're stuck with fucking three that you're gonna be like, chicken and rice
And
again?
it's gonna
Yeah,
be
don't
chicken
do
and
that.
rice.
It's gonna be chicken and
Chicken and
rice for the
rice and
rest of your life.
eight oranges. What?
8 oranges, that's all you fucking get. You
And some
fucking
honey.
slums.
Some honey.
Then some honey and some tea. You gotta liven up. You gotta live more. You gotta live more. So, well, you want to chalk this one up, Notch, for this the
Well,
in between
yeah,
episode, or
listeners,
you
let
got
us.
something else?
No, that's it. Listeners, let us know what you think. Social media or 3 meals a day. If you do pick social media, still give us those 3 meals. We
Hmm.
want to hear what you could actually live off of if it's three. And tell us if you can cook. Give us some recipes.
Yeah, we are so down for different recipes. I need some couscous recipes. I need some fucking quinoa recipes. Like, give me
Quinoa.
something new. Like, give me something because just don't give me no beans. I fucking hate beans. Okay, I hate beans. I hate it. Just don't send me no beans recipes.
Listeners, until next time, this is the in between episode. We'll catch you on the full episode coming up
Of
real soon.
peace, y'all.